Hey guys, Brand here. So if you've seen my videos or you come to the school, you'll notice that we do plenty of training time outside of our harnesses, just in regular street clothes with lacrosse gloves, these padded foam swords, fencing masks, and even our shields. Now, this is a great way to get an extra time and extra practice without damaging your joints, without hurting yourself. Now, if you're training up for something, you should probably be in harness 2 to 3 days a week. I mean, high school athletes will be working hard at their activity 5 to 6 days a week. They'll be at that pool or on that football field or whatever else. Same thing with just about any activity you want to take very seriously. You want to get in as much training time as possible. And going with these foam swords, though they don't have an edge, right, or like a steel sword, and they're much lighter than a steel sword or rattan sword for SCA, they're actually a really great method of getting in more quote-unquote stick time or play time with your buddies, with your friends. You know, I'm not saying sit here with your Pell and get decked out like this. This is just for effect. But if you're hanging out with your friends and you want to have some fun, because guess what? We're all like sword fighting nerds, right? So if you're hanging out with your buddies at a barbecue or after just gaming together, or you just want to get in a little extra practice, pick up some of those fencing masks, pick up some gloves, pick up these foam things off of Amazon, and use them to train, to do full fast speed, full contact training. It's not perfect, right? There's no actual edge to this. And even when you try to keep the yellow tape that's on here aligned properly for an edge, it's a round handle. It'll spin in your hand. Don't worry about it. This is just training the gross movements and your overall stances, movements, defenses, but it really excels at triggering response time and awareness, because these things are so light when you're in your guard, the blocks and the strikes have to be so much faster than normal, and it's super light, so they are really, really fast. They actually teach your mind to respond to threats faster, to respond to openings faster. With the foam, if you just barely see a leg opening, you just throw right away. Whereas with your rattan or your steel, it's a little delayed. So it's really good for teaching the mind to recognize and respond and react faster. If you are training with your buddies with these and you're blocking, you can't block slow. You have to be extra fast, extra on the ball, extra key, extra present in the moment of the fight. You can't be lazy, because your friends will zing you with these, and while they're foam, they still kind of suck to get hit with. So it adds that little bit of incentive, kind of like maybe an airsoft BB or whatever, a little sting, so you don't want to get hit. So they're really good for doing speed drills with, for training with your buddies with offense, defense. When I was younger with my brothers in the SCA coming up as unbelts, we would be training, every night of the week we would hang out at somebody's house and do something. Back then we didn't have foam swords, so sometimes we made them, but a lot of times we just did slow work. This is a really great way to have fun with your friends. And speaking of fun, that's one of the big reasons to do this as well, is that some of the things you become aware of whenever you're squaring off with your buddies and fighting is you learn faster. You learn better angles to throw at and better guards and defenses and how to move your legs out of attacks. Basically, you learn everything much better because at the same time as doing the activity, you're having fun. It's a physiological effect that's been documented many times, is that your state of mind influences how well you learn, how well you retain things. So there's a reason why they pay, millions of dollars for really short Super Bowl ads and things like that. And it's not just, because it reaches a lot of people. It reaches people, but it also reaches people in a state of enjoyment and engagement. If you're having fun doing something, your ability to learn and get better at that something dramatically increases. So this is a great way that you can have fun without worrying about, tweaking your arms or your shoulders or getting bruised up or beat up or whatever else in between armored training sessions. You and your boys and gals and everybody else can have like a great time and have a lot of fun while still building core reactions and speed and target recognition and, defensive movements. So pick up a set of soft kit stuff. It's something that, SEAL fighters can use, something really SCA fighters. Everybody should have this type of gear and be working with their buddies whenever you're not in armor, whenever you get a chance to do this. It will dramatically increase the level of fun you have and engagement you have with fighting SCA sport, but also it'll simply help you get better a lot faster. So that's my take on it. Use soft gear to train in between, have some fun, be a little foam fighter, and you'll find that it's a lot of fun and it's really worth your time. All righty, catch you on the next video.